Viewing information within Visual Parsed Kubernetes, or VpK, is accomplished by selecting one of the tabs in the upper portion of the screen. When you select the tab, it will check to see whether or not a snapshot has been captured. If you do not select a snapshot prior to selecting the tab, you'll receive a message indicating so. Here's an example of what will happen if you have not selected a snapshot prior to selecting a tab. This is the message that you'll receive for any of the tabs if you have not selected a snapshot prior to selecting the tab. To return, you simply click outside the message area or click the close, and it will take you to the selected tab. This message does not prohibit you from navigating to that tab, but it's trying to assist you in understanding that you won't be able to view any data. To enable you to view data, you must select a snapshot. We do that by going to the upper portion of the screen, selecting the drop down, and you can select a running cluster or previous captured snapshot. All of the videos in this series will use previously captured snapshots. There are 3 snapshots that we'll use: AAA MCM, Minikube, and the OC demo. Let's get started with the schematic view, and we'll select the AAA MCM snapshot. Selected the snapshot, I'll connect. Now it's parsing the information. This is a fairly large snapshot, so it takes just a little bit of time. Snapshots available. Now we'll go ahead and go to the schematics view. Like all other tabs, you have to populate this to begin. So we'll build the schematics diagram. The information is being parsed at the server level. What's returned is a list of all namespaces within the cluster that have deployed workloads, or if there are no deployed workloads, they will be returned with a yellow colored button that can be pressed. So let's go ahead and go back to the top of this. We'll go ahead and select the default namespace. What is provided is a schematic diagram of the pod that is running within the workspace, pod information, container information, and then any other related resources that are defined to support the pod. As you'll see that there's categories of network, generators, configuration, security, along with namespace level resources in the light gray bar at the top, and the dark gray bar provides cluster level resources. One of the design principles within VpK is if you see an icon, click on the icon to drill down and get additional information. We'll click on the pod and we'll see the YAML definition. Clicking outside that pop-up, you can click on the secret, and as was discussed in an earlier video, you can view the secret YAML, or you can view the decoded information from the secret. If we select the namespace bar and the namespace icon, it provides you a a table view of all resources defined within this namespace. Again, there are icons. The subject, role, and role binding will provide information regarding security-related information. As will be discussed in an additional video, we'll drill down into more information regarding that. Cluster-level resources are identified on the right-hand side. We'll note that there's a node, and this provides you all information about the node. So the schematic view allows you to drill down and see what is deployed within a specific workload. We'll close this namespace and scroll down to one that has additional information. We'll click this storage view, and we'll see that you'll note here that I've scrolled down to one of the schematics that has additional information. You'll see that there's a storage section available here with the security, configuration, generators, and network. Note that there is an icon here that this is representing a NOBA instance. If we click on that, we see that This is a type of storage technology that is provided by Red Hat. You'll also notice that there's a small icon reference that says refer to the cluster CRD. So there's a CRD, a custom resource definition, that was used to create that. Again, the storage, persistent volume, storage class, all of that information is available to you here. Another example of the schematic view is one that has events. If there are any events associated with the pod, this light purple shading with the event icon will be shown. If you click on that, there is a pop-up of the events that are associated with the schematic for this pod. That's an overview of schematics available within VpK, visualizing what's inside Kubernetes. Thank you.